Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to the Viewpoints, a quick analysis video that I do not know whether I will go to a full 15 minutes on it, but I do know that I will try to tell you a little bit such and such for at least a good 5 or more minutes. Titled, for me, The Art of Judgment. That's what this video will be titled, and probably this video series will be titled. Now, you can go back to, I don't know which SoundCloud it is that I had the song on, but I had the song called Judgment on one of my SoundClouds, and throughout the entire, first 30 seconds, I'm singing like, only God can judge, only God can judge, only God can judge. I'm singing that throughout like the first 30 seconds or 10 seconds or 20 seconds of that song titled Judgment. And I can actually tell you the original of the origin, the reason why I even made that song Judgment to begin with, I think the reason why I made that song Judgment to begin with. But yeah. Here's and I'll definitely go into that in another video where I can dissect my thoughts and think, how do I want to present what I'm going to present to you. So here's how it goes. Yeah. Here's the thing, because again, I'm obviously, a very spiritual person. I preach it in pretty much every song that I release. In every episode of the Viewpoints, I'm a very spiritual, humble, loving, caring, generous, kind, courageous, all these other things of a person, of an overall human being, and so forth and so forth. And I obviously use my music as a positive tool to help not only unite people, but give people a sense of what common sense is and what, wisdom and advice, life story, and whatever else you want to call it, But here's the thing when it comes to judgment and the art of judgment, because in many ways I do believe only God can judge, and in many ways I do believe only God is qualified to judge, especially when it comes to people's faith and spirituality and their relationship with God. I believe in many ways only God is qualified to judge those things. Trust me, a lot of us Christians in certain cases feel like we are qualified to, judge certain people's spirituality and faith in God and whatever else. And I'm not even going to lie, I do it all the time. With certain people I do it all the time. But like I say, I know that at the same time, and again, other Christians out there, forgive me if you already have a little bit of critiques of everything I've just said for at least the past 30 seconds. But I'm telling you straight up, how I handle business and how I do things when it comes to judging people and stuff like that. I know that we are totally called to be watchmen, to be cautious, vigilant, and aware. So that's what I do. When I see people are performing garbage acts, I call them out on those garbage acts. I do not just let them do it without caution and warning, and that's what I mean. Like, I give them caution and warning on their actions and the effects of their actions and so forth and so forth. So I'm definitely a watchman of everybody when it comes to this stuff. And I'm telling you, when it comes to the judgment, I try to give the most honorable, righteous, and fair judgments I can whenever I do judge somebody on whatever I'm judging them on, But definitely stuff like, faith, and when it comes to people's faith and relationship with God and whatever else, and religion, in so many cases I feel like, only God is qualified to judge those things. There's been plenty of situations that I've been in to where I thought to myself, you know what, I'm qualified to judge this person to a certain degree on their faith and their belief and their religion, and God knows, I'm not proud of it when I do, judge these people on those aspects of their life and, whatever else. But I'm telling you, I'm a watchman, and I know right from wrong, and I know what living by faith and not by sight, or living by both, or whatever you want to call it, I know what that stuff means. I'm living proof of a lot of things every day of my life when it comes to how I handle things and how I talk and how I act in my faith. I'm living proof of a lot of things every single day when it comes to faith and the positive effect that faith, trusting in God, can have on your life. I'm living proof of a lot of that stuff every single day of my life. And I'm just telling you straight up, it's just a fact being. I've been in those situations where plenty of times I didn't think and I don't believe, or I didn't think that I should have been judging that person's, faith and spirituality and relationship with God. I've been in those situations plenty of times where I thought to myself, I shouldn't be judging these things about this person, even if I feel like I'm qualified. I shouldn't be judging them on this stuff and just leave it all up to God. But definitely, in whichever way I judge, like I say, I am still, just note, I'm trying to do the most fair, honest, honorable, and righteous judge that I can be, and steer you towards God, steer you towards Christ and His mercy, His blessings, His salvation, His advice, and His wisdom. I'm not ever trying to steer you away from those things and negatively astray. I'm trying to steer you, towards those things and towards a prosperous Jesus Christ salvation after life, so on and so forth. So, like, my biggest point on the judgment, art of judgment, I'm not going to lie, I judge pretty much almost every day of my life, but whenever I do judge, because like I say, we are called to be watchmen, and in many ways, like I say, I'm a Christian truther in many ways, so like I say, I call out people's garbage ways all the time, and like I say, people will quit to call me disrespectful and disobedient and whatever else for doing those things. Well, I'm sorry, I know what the Bible says as well, and we are called to be watchmen, and we are called to, like I say, expose the unfruitful works of darkness, and so forth and so forth. So that's what I do. That's what I do. I expose the unfruitful works of darkness, and I try to abolish them towards promoting the positives and creating a better tomorrow for all. Jesus above all. When you are spiritually saved, in the words, what it means to ball. That is one of the various life models of which I live by every day of my life. God, again, I abide by the fear of God whenever I'm judging people. Again, pretty much in every aspect of my life, 24/7. Even though I don't always get it right, I'm abiding by the fear of God. Every time I call anybody out on whatever I call them out on, because I'll call anybody out on almost anything, but it depends what I'm calling you out on. And I'll try to be, again, as righteous, honorable, and fair with my judgment as I can on whatever I'm judging you on, whatever I'm calling you out on, whatever I'm speaking to you on. Because like I say, I understand my power of influence, and I understand the power of words, and I understand, again, the blessings and gifts of just doing right by people. Because, again, I'm living proof that if you do right by people, a lot of right will be done by you, so forth and so forth, And I'm just saying, I try what I can to, no matter what I'm calling you out on, I try what I can every single day to give you, again, the most honorable, fair, and righteous judgment that I can as an honorable watchman and Christian truther. I try to give you the best judgment I can. Trust me, I check myself before I judge you. I always do. I always do. I do check myself before I judge you, and I know whether I'm qualified or not. And Christ knows above all whether I'm qualified or not. But I'm telling you straight up, I try what I can to give you the most constructive and innovative judgment to where, again, we can both learn, build, and grow from each other and off of each other and carry on to a better tomorrow for all. Jesus above all. When you are spiritually saved, in the words, what it means to ball. That is simple as that. And these are my takes on the art of judgment, because I'm telling you, if you're gonna judge, we are called to be watchmen. We are called to expose the unfruitful works of darkness. We are called to do these things, and you need to do them in the most constructive, honorable, righteous, holy, and fair ways you can, so you can be honorable representations, and I would guess you could say as well, honorable ambassadors of your faith and of your religion, so forth and so forth. So I'm telling you, whatever you call out any day of the week, make sure you are educated on it, and you know what's up, you know what's right from wrong, and you know what you're talking about, you know what you're saying. So that's for you don't completely embarrass yourself, make yourself look like an idiot, so forth and so forth. And yeah, this is the art of judgment. Again, you can go back on plenty other videos that I posted. I don't cover, stuff like what I'm covering right now often, but again, I'm obviously a very spiritual person. And like I say, I've invested a lot of time in certain things, and I've learned from certain things with certain people, and try what I can every day to just, like I say, make it all light up bright. This video is 9 minutes long. If you hear coughing in there, that's my dog, my Chihuahua, Rita, but she's overall okay, even though right now she's coughing a little bit. She is overall okay. Just for those concerned dog owners out there, just to let y'all know. 9 minutes into this video, but yeah, like I say, if you're gonna call out anybody, know yourself, know yourself first, and then know whether you're qualified to, and then know the subject of what you're calling out. So again, you can make fair and honorable sense of what you're saying, and you don't embarrass yourself and make yourself look like a fool and an idiot for even calling that person out. And that's what I do every single day. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And Lord knows, as my judge and my witness, I try what I can every day to steer people, towards Him, to steer people in the right direction, to be fair, honorable, and prosperous under His grace, mercy, and salvation every single day of my life. And again, I don't always get it right, but I trust in God to help me light it up right. Shout out, God bless Valley Ridge Academy's Spirit Night. I just wanted to rhyme there a little bit. So thank you all for watching, viewing, listening, subscribing. I would say there's probably some other details I can get into with this when it comes to the art of judgment. But definitely, I definitely can get into some more of this. But this is definitely what I have to say for now with the art of judgment. By the way, shout out, God bless Miss Katie Tur, who works for, who has a show, I know, at least on MSNBC. Because right now she's on NBC's Meet the Press right now. So, from what I'm watching. So, but shout out, God bless her on her beautiful, lovely, and spontaneous personality and career. God bless everybody. Once again, Shane. Once again, Shane, your boy, the man, Angel to the City, out. More music, more of the viewpoints coming soon. God bless y'all. We are family. Never forget that. Peace. Take care. The Art of Judgment. That's what this video is titled. The Art of Judgment, Part 1. Peace. God bless.